Trump protests are planned in cities across the country. This is a live look from Jacksonville, Florida, where one of the No Kings protests is underway. Demonstrations scheduled in nearly 2,000 locations around the country. There is not one planned in the district, but President Trump has warned that protests in the nation's capital will be, quote, met with very big force. And while there is not a demonstration being planned in our area, Virginia and Maryland are seeing these No Kings protests. Let's go now to John Gonzalez. He's live in Rockville at the scene of one of the protests. John, what are things looking like where you are?
Yeah, we are on Rockville Pike, Kelly Lynn, and there is a tremendous amount of energy and passion here as this protest continues. And we have passed, I would say, at least a dozen of these protests just in Montgomery County alone. Thousands have turned out as part of today's massive No Kings protest, coast to coast, a push for what organizers call more democracy, equality, and accountability.
They chanted on sidewalks, held signs on overpasses, and gathered in parks and public spaces throughout the DMV.
I'm here because this is a democracy, not a dictatorship, and I'm very concerned about what this president is doing to have a power grab and just take over everything and ignore the needs of the people.
Thousands joining a single message loud and clear.
No fear! Immigrants are welcome here!
This is part of a nationwide wave of demonstrations called No Kings, one of the largest we've seen since President Donald Trump returned to office.
We think it's important to teach our kids that this isn't what the country's about. This is not what they hear and see in the news. That's not America, and we're trying to raise kids to be better than that.
First and foremost, I'm an American. I'm proud to be an American.
The movement is fueled by grassroots groups like Our Revolution, rejecting what they call fascism and billionaire-first politics.
And I believe in every person's right to a decent life. And I employ a lot of guys who are from other countries. And they work hard, man. They're just like us.
The protests coincide with President Trump's controversial multi-million-dollar military parade being held in Washington later this evening. In all, more than 2,000 of these No King rallies are taking place around the country, with several here in the D.C. area.
Moral support to our fellow citizens and to tell them that we have a voice.
And Montgomery County Police have been mobilized to many of these gatherings, these protests today. As of right now, no word, no reports of any problems, any unruly situations, no arrest or anything like that. Protesters say this isn't a one-day march, it's a warning shot ahead of November. Reporting live in Rockville, John Gonzalez, 7 News.